Hey, yo, what's going on? I'm Josh Martinez inside of our Dunkin Music Lounge with our guest, all the way from Australia, Lara D.
You got it, girl. What you want from me, and I try to buy you pretty hard, but the price too high. Baby, you got me like gold. You love when I fall apart, so you can pull me together and throw me against the wall. Baby, you got me like don't you stop loving me, don't quit loving me, just stop loving me. Whoa, this fine with fire, just to get close to me. Burn something, babe. I run for miles just to get a taste. Must be love on the brain that's got me feeling this way. It beats me black and blue, but it hurts me so good, and I can't get enough. Must be love on the brain, and it keeps cursing my name. No matter what I do, I'm no good without you, and I can't get enough. Must be love on the brain.
Thank you. This next song is an unreleased song, produced by YX. It's called Dumb.
Here we go again on another weekend, drinking binge. You go out with the boys every time that we fight. You don't know how to stand your ground and make it right. You just run away like you always do. Got me feeling lost, got me begging you, why don't you wanna stay down? I'm trying to keep you here now. Here we go again, arguing again. You storm out the house late for the weekend, and I find myself alone, staring at the phone, asking myself, how can someone be so right and still be dumb? It's not like it's algebra, a Rubik's Cube of my love. Can you make a choice before you go? If I'm a simple yes or no, then why is it so hard to know? Run away like you always do. Got me feeling lost, got me begging you, why don't you wanna stay? I'm trying to keep you here now. Here we go again, arguing again. You storm out the house late for the weekend, and I find myself alone, staring at the phone, asking myself, how can someone be so right and still be dumb?
Thank you, thank you. This is my release song, ATM, All the Money. Yeah, hope you enjoy.
Don't care much for big old parties. Don't chase fame like paparazzi. No, that's not my style. I like me without a filter. No touch up to crop my figure. That's not worth my while. I'd rather be just another nobody than to try to make it big out there. Who cares? Who cares? Not me. Life takes you through changes. Most people would change if you pay them all the money in the world. People chasing paychecks. I'm not chasing what's next. If you pay me all the money in the world. All these boxes keep you jaded. Photographs are so contagious, but they're not what they see. Do they like me? Are they hateful? Keeping up is always painful. You know what I mean. 'Cause I'd rather be just another nobody than to try to make it big out there. Who cares? Who cares? Not me. Life takes you through changes. Most people would change if you pay them all the money in the world. People chasing paychecks. I'm not chasing what's next. If you pay me all the money in the world. Play guitar when I'm at my lowest, but I know me, so I keep on going. I like what I see. Whoa, whoa, yeah, I take you through changes. Most people would change if you pay them all the money in the world. Yeah, yeah, yeah. People chasing paychecks. I'm not chasing what's next. If you pay me all the money in the world. People chasing paychecks. I'm not chasing what's next. If you pay me all the money in the world. People chasing paychecks. I'm not chasing what's next. If you pay me all the money in the world.
Thank you guys so much.
One more time, give it up for Lara D. So you're from Australia.
Yep.
How long have you been in New York City for?
7 weeks.
And how long is that flight from Australia to New York?
Probably, I'd say like 22 hours.
Why would you do that to yourself?
I don't know, just like adventure, you know.
Clearly, you like something about America, or New York City specifically. We were talking about it before. What do you do on a 10-hour flight?
I honestly try to force myself to sleep because
Okay.
I don't know if I could sit there for that long.
Well,
Just doing
and it sucks because I feel like when it comes to writing songs, you got to be in a certain mood.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like being on a plane may not evoke those emotions to actually make it productive from a business standpoint.
Yep.
So when do you find the time to sit down and write music?
Honestly, I just get inspired by conversation, so I feel like I take that time to kind of like speak to people and just like everyday conversation. I get inspired by that.
Now, most recently, what was your favorite topic to write about in a song?
I'm a very petty person. Not in like I'm a nice person as well, but I'm also petty.
Same, same. I have a laminated list of people that I'm gonna get back
Oh
at
my
some
God.
point in life. Yeah, trust me. I remember everything. I have an AOL. Like I don't know if you know what AOL is.
No, I don't know what that
Great.
is.
I'm old. That is the moral of the story. But it was like back in the day, like a chat, a way to just chat with friends. And I had an
Right.
ex-girlfriend that told me I would never amount to anything in my life, to just give up on radio. Yeah. And I printed it out and I taped it on my closet. And that literally motivated me all these years. And by the way, Natalie, I'm at New York City. Kiss my ass. I'm at the biggest station on the planet. But your pettiness, sorry, I just needed to get that out.
That's okay.
Your pettiness, what was the topic about? A person, a situation?
Just like with people in general.
I like that.
Yeah.
Because there are so many things you can discuss when it comes to being petty. Going back to your younger days, who inspired you musically?
I grew up listening to like a lot of old school R&B. So like from my mum, and then also my dad listens to a lot of like rock and country. So I listen to like every genre, and I get inspired by different genres. But my biggest inspiration, I would say, is Alicia Keys.
I love that. She's incredible. Who would you say growing up were your 3 favorite artists aside from Alicia Keys?
Why would you do that, sweet? No.
Because they don't give these jobs to chimps. It's not that easy.
I love Beyonce, Rihanna for sure. I have to say Alicia Keys. Like.
Well, I mean, listen, 3 powerful women.
Yes.
I love that. Now, today, do you find your musical taste and how you consume music differently because you're in the industry compared to when you were just a fan?
100%. Yeah, I would say.
Who would you say you're a fan of nowadays that you maybe not have thought of back in your childhood?
Right now, my kind of like perspective has changed on that. I kind of listen to more of like songs rather than specific artists because I like to be inspired by different types of music. So I would say that.
Now, you said you grew up with R&B and obviously country and such and classic rock. Is there a genre that you've been focusing more on now in your older years because you realize, like, yo, that sound is kind of dope, and I just never gave it a chance because in your childhood, you just don't care about things like that.
No.
You just care about the things that you could sing to.
Literally. I would probably say I still love to kind of incorporate R&B, but I would say like Afrobeat as well. I'm Lebanese and Moroccan, so I kind of like to like mix my heritage with my music as well.
Lebanese and Moroccan. You must have had amazing food growing up as a result.
Yes, I do.
Speaking of food, in New York City, obviously, we have eclectic food options. What has been one of your favorite things that you have found in New York City? It doesn't have to be food.
Probably drivers.
Really?
No, I was being sarcastic.
Oh, no, that's why I was taken aback, because I'm from here, and I hate it, dog. I hate it. Like, there's a certain anger that runs through my body when I get behind the steering wheel. It's not like road rage. It's like realizing everyone out there is an idiot when it comes to driving.
I low-key have road rage, too, so I don't.
How big of a difference are there drivers from Australia, let's say Sydney to New York City?
You guys don't put your blinkers on.
What's that?
A blinker.
I'm kidding.
Oh my
Kidding.
Freaking scared me.
Kidding. We call it a blinker with our accents. But I use it a lot, and I get annoyed when people don't. So that's your biggest pet peeve is blinkers?
Yes, because like I'm speeding, and then you're just like cutting in like this. I'm like, what the heck? We can cause an accident. Like, what are you doing?
That's your fault for not knowing what I'm going to do next.
What? That's the whole reason why they put blinkers on cars.
We could argue about this all day. No, but food-wise, is there anything that you have discovered food-wise in New York City that you were like, I have been missing this all my life?
Not really specifically. I feel like kind of we have everything in Australia.
Oh.
The pizza's really nice here too, but.
Really nice?
Yeah.
I've never heard pizza in New York City described as nice. I think that's gonna be my new favorite adjective to use now with food. Like, oh, this bread is nice. I'm going to use that. And it's all because of you, so thank you for that.
You're very welcome.
You were previously on The Voice. What would you say was the biggest difference between you as an artist when you were on The Voice compared to you as an artist today?
To be honest, I would say that The Voice actually has shaped me into an artist and be like prepared for like the stage. Also like the chaotic behind the scenes, like running backstage and being on, all that stuff. But I actually enjoyed it and I took it very seriously, but also I had fun with it as well.
Now, what would you say are you most excited about? Obviously, we're still kind of in the first quarter of 2024. What are you most excited about for 2024 and beyond?
I just honestly go with the flow, to be honest. But I'm really excited to release more music. That's like my #1 top priority.
So I'm a believer that your thoughts become things and manifestation is real if you truly believe in it. What is something that you are manifesting for you and your career moving forward? I know that's a heavy one.
That is a very heavy one. I have a lot of things in mind, like collaborations with big artists and touring and concerts and festivals, all that stuff. So, yeah.
What are you most nervous about when it comes to performing on stage? Is it forgetting the lyrics? Is it just sounding good? Is it just like typical anxiety by having so many eyes staring at you while you have a microphone and they paid money to see you?
Why did you make it sound so like?
Because I feel like so many people think that performing is trivial. Like it's just very easy. You just jump on stage and hey, what up? But then you don't realize like there's so much that goes into a performance.
To me, the most important thing is like everyone kind of has like their little headspace in their zone before performing. So with me, like I don't want to sound rude or anything, but before I perform, I kind of like to have like be alone for like at least 20 minutes before my performance. I don't like to speak, nothing, because I get like in my headspace. But when I do get on stage, I do enjoy like the presence of like people watching me, especially when there's little kids as well. Especially when they come up to me at the end, it's the cutest thing ever. But I'd probably say I get nervous actually after I finish performing. It's a bit weird, yeah.
Now, is that because you feel like you're going to review it yourself, or do you have a team that kind of reviews it, or are you afraid to go on social media? What is it about the post-performance anxiety that hits you?
I'm just like, I just did that. Like, I just finished performing. I'm like, what the heck? That's why it kind of, it's just more like the aftermath of it, I guess.
Now, obviously, being on The Voice is a pretty big damn deal. Millions of followers for you across all social media platforms. What do you do to kind of take yourself away from that influencer, musical artist part of your world and just go back to being Lara?
I would say spending time like with my family a lot. Yeah.
Did anything happen recently with your parents where you were like, yo, I am like a big deal. Why do I have to take out the garbage?
No. That's part of my culture. I was just like, we have to still be a human being and just help our parents. So
you're a good kid. I like you. There are so many artists out there that just think that once they hit a certain point, they don't have to do the most mundane things like take out the garbage or wash dishes.
I don't look, to be honest with you, I'm not a fit. Actually, I prefer washing the dishes than cooking.
Really?
Yes.
What's your favorite thing to cook?
I don't like cooking.
Oh, okay, to cook. I thought you said you prefer to do the dishes and cooking.
No.
Got it.
It's either one or the other. I'm either cleaning or not cooking.
I feel like cleaning the dishes is one of the more underrated calming things that we could do as humans.
I rather hand wash than actually put in the dishwasher.
Well, no, I'm the same way.
Yeah.
Now I'm the same way because I don't have a dishwasher anymore. So I'm trying to convince myself that I don't need a dishwasher. It'll change your life, not having a dishwasher, but for the better. Like I said, the anxiety and the way. What do you do to kind of take mental breaks? Obviously, we just talked about hanging out with family, but do you journal or do anything along those lines?
I kind of just watch Netflix, to be honest.
What are you watching right now?
I love watching movies and TV shows.
What are you watching right now? Anything in particular?
I just finished watching the Avatar.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Did you watch Saltburn on Amazon?
No, I did not.
It's a really good movie.
I don't really have Amazon. I just watch Netflix and Disney Plus.
You know what? You are who you are. Put out a tweet. Make a TikTok asking, and I guarantee you'll get your DMs flooded with people like, this is my username and password. But see what they do by giving you the Prime account, by doing that, you also have access to their Prime, so just order stuff under their card. Anyway, I'm from New York City. That's what we do. Some people call it scamming. I call it a come up. What can we expect from you in your career moving forward? Not just 2024, but beyond as well.
Well, I would say as an artist, I have a lot to offer. So my brain as well. Like, I really feel like people kind of get lost with being an artist in the music industry, and they don't really, it's sometimes about themselves rather than giving to everyone. So I feel like, that's the main important thing for me.
Is there anything in particular that comes to mind when you talk about giving to others? Any sort of like specific cause or anything?
I was always big on like, okay, this is one thing that I always wanted to become like, I want to become an artist, I want to become famous, is because I actually wanted to like build a village for like orphans, like charity wise. So yeah.
Well, again, manifestation is real.
Mm-hmm.
Manifest that song with Alicia Keys so you could make a lot of money and then build an orphanage thing in whether it's Australia or New York City or somewhere else in the world. Mm-hmm. Before we let you go, this is the Dunkin Music Lounge, New York City. If you had a chance to sit into Dunkin to have coffee or a glazed donut with any one artist, dead or alive, for 60 minutes, who are you choosing and why?
You already know what I'm going to say.
We want to hear it.
Alicia Keys.
There you go. One more time, Lara D inside of our Dunkin Music Lounge, New York City. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.